way up high, and the dreams that you dream of once in a lullaby. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Dreams that you dream of, dreams really do come true.
When I was in 4th grade from a really small town, Ellis, and I moved in the prime time of my childhood with my glasses and my curly hair, and that's really about all I had going on. I was super shy, but I had a really great 4th grade teacher that just kind of catapulted me into growing up in middle school, and I met a lot of great friends and started playing sports and kind of came into my own. And Colby was so wonderful. You know, you could go around and you didn't have to have play dates. You could just ride your bike down the street, go missing for a couple days, and your parents didn't really care. It was cool. It was Colby. Not a big deal. So it was a great place to grow up, and I just wouldn't have changed it for anything.
I've spent too long away from home. Did all the things I could have done. Gone on the days of endless thrill. I know I'm not the only one. So long, I'm going home. I saw the streets alright.
I remember when we left Salina and came to Colby for the first time, I thought, we are driving to the edge of the earth. Where are we going? This land with no trees. We got to a town that had no buildings taller than 2 stories. other than the water tower and the grain elevator, and I think 2 stoplights at the time we moved there. But I was only 5, so it was a big new world for me, and I quickly adapted.
Going home. I want the sun to hit my face through old trees in the open light. Forget about the things you won't be thankful for. What all you got? So long, I'm going home.
Sister and I are 2 complete opposites. We would fight like cats and dogs when we were little, pull each other's hair. I would pin her down, she would pin me down. It was just we were complete nightmares when we were younger. I remember one story when my sister brought home a huge cucumber from my grandma's garden. I mean, it was like this big. And she brought it home and she was so excited she was gonna take it to show and tell because she just loved this cucumber. And I was pissed at her. And so I took it and I went, vroom, and I smashed it in half. And it was just like, I will never forget that fight because she was so upset and cried and cried and cried. And we still, to this day, will laugh so hard about that story because it's just hysterical. But, you know, I feel like we've come a long way from our fighting days, and we are just the best of friends. And we can sit on the couch for hours and hours and hours and not talk to each other. Just sit there and hang out, either read magazines or watch TV or whatever, and that's really all I need. She's the best friend, you know, besides Corey that I have, and I just love her to death, and she's just a great friend.
When I walk beside her, I am the better man. When I look to leave her, I always stagger back again. Once I built an ivory tower so I could worship from above. When I climbed down to be set free, she took me in again. There's a big hard sun beating on the big people in the big hard world. When she comes to greet me, she is mercy at my feet. Yeah, when I see her pin her charm, she just throws it back at me.
What is the fondest memory you have of you and your brothers?
Oh, all those wonderful times, all the wonderful noogies, wonderful bumps and bruises and black eyes. My brothers and I weren't the most loving brothers when we were younger. It's funny, we used to just fight. My mom used to pull the car over on a continual basis. A lot of parents threaten to pull the car over if the kids are acting out, but mom actually had to follow through with that on several occasions. But as we grew older, my brothers and I really became a lot closer with the years, and especially as when David left, graduated high school and moved on, and then when Ryan did as well, it seemed like our distance brought us together a little bit. I think that each of us have distinct enough personalities that maybe we were pretty volatile when we were growing up, but now we have a great relationship, and I love to spend every moment I can with those guys. I wish we all lived closer, that we could do that more often, but we try to at least once a year all three get together, and it's great.
I stood to lose her when I saw what I had done. Bound down and threw away the hours of her garden and her son. So I tried to warn her, I turned to see her weep. 40 days and 40 nights, and it's still coming down me. There's a big heart, son, beating on the big people, in the big hard world.
I would say my dad, over the years, he's kind of learned to tone us Hurl girls out. He calls it the female overload, especially over like Christmas and holidays. I'll always, he'll be so funny over holidays because he knows we all get together and all we do is me, 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 me. So I think it's been awesome for him that he has Corey now to kind of take away some of that female overload that he gets. But I just love him because he's so quiet and he's just a great, great man. My mom, I don't have a specific memory of her that is, she's been such a great person in my life. Any advice, anything I need. Corey always makes fun of me because I talk to her every day, but she's my gal. I love her, and she's awesome. She was there for me through my whole life, through everything, as not only a mom, but a friend. So she's pretty awesome.
So your hometown's bringing you down, or you're drowning in the small talk and the chatter. Or you're gonna step into line like your daddy done, punching the time and climbing life's long ladder.
What is the fondest memory you have of you and your parents?
Me and my parents, I used to love, we never really took a lot of family vacations. No like Clark Griswold style vacations, but we went to the lake every year. And I used to just hate that because I always wanted more. I wanted to go somewhere big and amazing. And I look back on it, those lake trips were some of the best time because we actually got to be around each other and spend quality time. And I really relish those lake trips today still. And that's what I really look back on as some of our best times. But you have to throw in there all the many times that I was restricted, and I would say that I gave them more than a handful, but they were, by the time I came around, they were pretty wise to all the ways from all the shenanigans my older brothers got into. So I got busted for everything.
Well, look at them now, already pulling the plow. So so quick to take to grain like some old mule. Young man, full of big plans and thinking about tomorrow. Young man, gonna make a stand, you beg, steal, you borrow. You beg, you steal, you borrow.
Corey, when did you
Sorry.
first notice Katie?
Well, I obviously first noticed Katie, in high school because we went to school together. We didn't know each other well, but there was may or may not have been a minor fling in there that Katie may or may not
Minor?
remember.
I remember.
But in our adult lives, we both grew up and we went our separate ways and lived our lives. I moved to Kansas City. Katie moved to Denver. We had very separate lives.
Well, I'm taking my time, just moving on. You forget about me after I've been gone. When I take what I find, I don't want no more. It's just outside of your front door.
Pull up to the club, walk in, then I pull up to the bar, get drinks, then I pull up to a broad, let her know what it is, how it is, why it is, what it is. I ain't got time for no games. I'm hoping, my man, that you feel the same. I got what you need to feel the pain. Here's my number. Call me when you're up for an even exchange. Feel me? Let me see you do that. So dirty dance, mama, feel me? Let me see you touch your toes or shake that thing and talk with your hands. Feel me? All my Ticos, all my Jamaicans, all my banks, all my Haitians, feel me? Cause they know I'm a rep to the day that they kill me. Let's go! Let's go! Hey, 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 culo. Está tan linda, está tan rica, tiene tremendo. Hey, hey, chica chiquita, pero que importa si tiene tremendo. Hey, hey, hey. Hazme favor y menéate.
But we would come back to Colby for holidays, and we would always be, out in the same circles, whether at Twisters or if it was at a wedding, and we always gravitated towards each other. And I think a lot of that was because we had such similar interests, both being art majors and having careers in the art field. So we were really drawn to each other, but I think the physical attraction was definitely there too. And over time, I think the resistance to having a long distance relationship started to dwindle and eventually caved.
We started noticing Corey around the same time.
Yeah, we would come home for Christmases and Thanksgivings and reunions and all kinds of jazz. And our friends would always be with us. My sister and my best friend Jill would always say, "You got to be with that guy. You love him. Like, you're always around him. Every time we come home, it's just there's something there." And I would always just be like, "No, we like the same things. His mom was my art teacher. It's just not, no." I mean, he lives in Kansas City, I live in Denver. At the appropriate time, but we could have drinks together and have fun and hang out, and it's just, that's what it was. Until.
Lazy yellow moon coming up tonight, shining through the trees. Crickets are singing and lightning bugs are floating on the breeze. Baby, get ready. Across the field where the creek turns back by the old stumble road, I'm gonna take you to a special place that nobody knows. Baby, get ready. Ooh, you and me going fishing in the dark, lying on our backs and counting the stars where the cool grass grows. Down by the river in the full moonlight, we'll be falling in love in the middle of the night, just moving slow. getting long. I waited on winter for the time to be right, just to take you along. Baby, get ready. And it don't matter if we sit forever and the fish don't bite. We'll jump in a river and cool ourselves from the heat of the night. Baby, get ready. Ooh, you and me going fishing in the dark, lying on our backs and counting the stars where the cool grass grows. Down by the river in the full moonlight, we'll be falling in love in the middle of the night, just moving slow. Staying the whole night through, it feels so good to be with you and me, going fishing in the dark, lying on our backs and counting the stars where the cool grass grows. Down by the river and down by the light, we'll be falling in love in the middle of the night, just moving slow. You and me going fishing in the dark, lying on our backs and counting the stars where the cool grass grows. Down by the river and down by the light, we'll be falling in love in the middle of the night, just
Our engagement was a complete surprise to me. I, was going down to Arkansas to see our friends the Fretter Kings. We got in the car and Corey was impatient like he always is going on a trip. He was like, let's go, let's go, let's go. So that was nothing new. We were driving down and I felt kind of weird, like he was being kind of weird, and I just thought maybe he just wasn't having a good day. But nothing happened, so I'm like, okay, whatever, this isn't happening. And so we get down there and we go to the lake and we have a bunch of friends around us, and we go out on the boat on Saturday, and everyone's having a good time drinking beers, and Corey's telling me to slow down and drink beer, water, and I said to my friend, no, what? He's never said this to me ever in my life, that I need to drink beer, water. And so I was like, that is just bizarre. But he was saying it to everyone else. He said, we have a long weekend, let's just, take it easy today. And so I get ready, and Corey gets ready, and Sean and Carrie get ready, and they said, oh yeah, we want to go down and look at this tower before we go to dinner. This really, really cool, it like overlooks the whole city of Hot Springs. And so I said, okay, whatever. I just really did not feel good. And so we're going down, I'm all cute in my dress with my tan, I'm trying to be cute and have a good time, and we go up to this tower, and Corey's being really cute and sweet, trying to make me feel better, and we ride all the way to the top and come out on the deck and overlook the whole city of Hot Springs. It's so beautiful, and in that moment I just felt like this is amazing. I love being with him. I love that I'm here. It's awesome. And I turned around and he was down on one knee, and immediately I was like having a seizure. I was panicking and shaking and freaking, and it was just such a great experience. And our friends took pictures of the whole thing, and it was just, I couldn't be happier in that moment. I might top it at our wedding, but that moment, hands down, is the best moment of my life. So.
Out in the garden where we planted the seeds, there is a tree as old as me. Branches were sown.
What am I most looking forward to about married life with Katie? just, you know, being a family and you know, just the little small things, the everyday things. Coming home to her, cooking dinner with her, washing dishes together. You know, that and just enjoying each other's families and just living a long life together.
I love Corey more and more every day, and he's my everything. I mean, I come home and I'm just so happy, and I wake up and I'm so happy, and I'm just looking forward to just keeping on. I'm so excited to start the rest of our lives together and start a family and grow really old and gray and hairy together, and I can't wait. He's awesome, so I'm so looking forward to spending the rest of my life with him.
I love her so much, and I'm just so lucky to have her and to have her for every day for the rest of my life.
Winston, I wanted to ask you a few questions. What are you most looking forward to when Corey and Katie get married? Over here, Winston. Let's go. Over here for 1 minute. Come on there, Hollywood. Yep, there that is. Take
Your daddy.
What are you most looking forward to when they get married? Ike? There it is, right? Nope. Lost you. Over here, but there it is. Hey, what are you most looking forward to when... No, lost you again.
Ike, focus.
Ike, over... Cacaw. Let's go whenever you're ready.